Thank you for agreeing to do a quick interview. I'm just interested to hear your views really on this upcoming mobile learning conference that you're organising.
Well, its genesis was actually to support my graduate students, to get them to understand a bit more about the potential for mobile learning, and it's kind of grown into a bit of a beast all by itself. So I wanted to have Nathan and Robert come and do some sessions, but also beside that provide something else as well. So I'm starting to get registrations already, and I've told my students in particular that they need to register because we need to fit them in. And I wanted to make sure that teachers and staff at the university and other people who are interested could come and experience it as well, because in a sense it's just what's out there, what can you do, what might be possible, and to just give people an opportunity to start.
Yeah. Where do you see that mobile learning currently in New Zealand, and what do you see its potential future?
That's a question, isn't it, John? Gee, thanks for asking that one. Well, at the moment it's fledgling, and at the moment there are a few schools that are giving things a go, but in the main, schools are terrified, I think, of allowing things like phones in schools, because it's kind of low trust, really, that they see them as a distraction rather than as a potentially useful tool that can really engage kids. So the work that Robert and Nathan are doing at Howick at the moment, that I'm about to start collecting data on, is intended to help us see what the potential could be. One of the things about why mobile is now becoming so fascinating is because of the iPod Touch and the iPhone. They've just revolutionised how a mobile phone feels, how easy it is to interact with it, how easy it is to do things with it and to use it quite nimbly. I mean, there are shortcomings, but by and large, they've made such a difference. I just think the more nimble these things become, the easier it's going to be for people just to have their computers in their pockets. And I just think of how I use my phone all the time. I use it to check the geography of where I'm going if I forget where I'm going, and that happens a lot. I use it even as a phone.
You're radical.
Yeah, I know. So I just think that what we're not doing is saying, we give bunches of kids the opportunity to use things in a classroom. What might happen?
Yeah. How might education blossom if we just encourage that inquiry process in a safe space?
Well, I agree. And the other thing, too, is that the New Zealand curriculum talks about teaching as inquiry. Now, what better thing to start inquiring about than something that none of us have any background knowledge on? What would happen if we let go?
Yes. Well, hopefully what will happen when we let go.
Yeah, well, I guess the Learning Day might say something about that too. So sometimes you just have to feel the fear and do it anyway.
Absolutely. And actually just reflecting on my kids, they're doing it.
Yeah.
Whether we want to join the party or not is really up to us.
Oh. I thought, you just have to look back to when Peter Jackson made those 3 films, The Lord of the Rings. He used technology in a way that hadn't been thought of before to connect across space and time and to do a whole lot of things. And when you think about the potential for allowing kids to do that kind of thing in a classroom, albeit on a smaller scale, I mean, they're social networking as it is. Imagine what they could do, how to find out stuff really fast.
Yeah.
All we'd have to do is teach them how to think and be critical. That would be fabulous.
That's right, and synthesize that stuff.
Yeah. Make it new. Match it.
Oh, that's great. It's probably enough for this interview for now, but looking forward to further discussions.
Yeah, fantastic.